Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we are live.
There's no taking back whatever's said now.
No, it's
All right,
official.
well,
We're live.
yeah, I guess we can safely assume that there won't be anyone watching right now, but this back watching, is that a word? I guess watching it the next day or whatever it is you do. This is going to be a fun little thing. I
Ah,
think me, Mike, for those of you that don't know my voice, I am Mike. I've done a few overviews so far, and hopefully I'll do a collection video soon. At least I'm planning on it. I was just waiting for this new phone to get a sweet camera, one that can actually focus on what you're trying to focus on and not just sort of stay blurry for like 30 seconds. Garbage. But yeah, that's me
yeah,
talking about phones.
and I am Matt, and I have the one video right now, my current collection video that I posted a couple weeks back. This is kind of a new adventure here for me and Mike, so we're really looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to do these monthly live videos as well, where we're going to talk about whatever the heck it is we want to discuss in the world of hardcovers and comics. If we have live viewers, we'll take questions, we'll do whatever. And yeah, this is our very first one though, so we just want to give you guys a quick introduction of to who we are and kind of what we're into. And I can promise you right now, if my collection isn't very big to begin with, it's kind of a small collection, but it's only been about 5 months or so since I've started. Mike over here though, his collection, once he does it, it's yeah, mine.
Let's not set the expectations too high.
Oh, sir, mine pales in comparison. So it'll be you guys will get a treat once he drops his collection. So yeah, it's a little bit about us and kind of what we're into. Me personally, because of the fact that I am not made out of money, and things like that, hardcovers they can be pricey at times. There's wonderful websites out there like In Stock Trades and Facebook groups and things like that that are definitely beneficial, but bottom line is books can be a little bit pricey, and you don't want to go into debt trying to get books. Like, that's just pointless. You don't want to do that. So what I have actually done is kind of focused my what I want to collect on like oversized books, so absolute editions, the big Image oversized hardcovers, like the 6 gun oversized hardcovers, things like that. Those big oversized books. That's kind of what I mainly want to focus on. I'll add omnis and stuff in there as well as I go, but for the most part, that's kind of what I try to focus on, is the big oversized books. It's kind of what I like and what I want to collect in a nutshell. And Mike, he just collects anything and everything he gets his hands on.
No, it's not that easy anymore. Yeah, it's tough to choose. There's just so many good things, and I'm sure I'll trash talk Marvel more than my fair share on on these videos and whatnot, just because currently their current stuff's not that good. But damn it if they don't release some cool omnis. So it's surprising that that's grown to be a big part of my collection. But big Vertigo guy. I love my DC. And yeah, Image is where it's at now. I'm sort of in the same boat as you. I've got all these regular hardcovers, and I they're fine, but they're not as nice. Like, it's hard to go from an absolute and pick up a regular hardcover and say, yeah, this is as good, and it's not. It's just it's hard. It's hard, man. You gotta balance. You know.
Looks like we may have lost your video. Oh, you're back. We lost your video for a second.
It's
Yeah,
back.
it's back
Yeah,
though.
I
But you're good.
fingered it up.
Yeah, no, the absolutes, man. Those things are massive, and the art is gorgeous, and those big,
Yeah.
oversized, pages and things like that. Like, there's no better way to read. Like, for instance, Absolute Preacher. It's the best way to read Preacher. I can't read it any other way other than in absolutes, which is why I'm really excited that Volume 2 is going to be coming out here shortly, even though it's not quite as action packed, so to speak, as Volume 1. So
It's true.
but we'll see.
Now, I was just wondering because I guess there's been so many new acquisitions for you through your goddamn Facebook group that I can't be a part of. I guess I could be a Canadian on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of Canadians on that group, man. You should join totally.
I don't need another avenue for spending money. But what was your first book? Do you remember it?
That I like my first Omni ever.
Yeah, like opening your first omnibus and getting sort of drawn into that world.
The Darkness Compendium Volume 2.
Mm,
That was my
I think
my
that's pretty
very
good.
that was my very, very, very first one.
Yeah,
I've since you know me, I was trading left and right in the early days, so I since no longer have that one. It's been sold off, but one of these days I'll probably get it back. Just it is such a good book. But like I said, I wanted to collect more of like the library editions and the absolutes and the big oversized image books and things like that. So I had to kind of let some of the other stuff go in order to focus my collection on something else. So what are you gonna do?
it's true. You chose to go your own way.
I did. Well, at first I was just trying to collect anything and everything I get my hands on, and then I'm like, well, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna go into debt trying to do this. So I'm like, this is not a good idea. And so if I give a PSA, don't go into debt, people. It's not worth it. Trust me. So yeah, I had to kind of narrow it down. What was your first book though?
Oh, my first one. Oh, I remember her font. No, it was. I'm pretty sure, and it's been like 2 years, so I may be a bit blurry on this, but I think it was Uncanny X-Force, the omnibus, the Rick Remender one, which has since been long out of print and just pretty expensive from what I've seen. So I
Yeah,
got pretty lucky there on two fronts.
definitely a whale nowadays.
Yeah, it's just an incredible book, and I guess it didn't have a big print run, so it's one that people fond to go after. But yeah, that was my first one, and then I remember from there, I sort of had this little shelf that just kept getting fuller and fuller with like Animal Man, and then Jeff Johns' Green Lantern stuff came out. It's just a whirlwind of emotion, and just realizing they're putting these huge stories in this one book, and it just feels so right.
Yeah, no,
good feeling.
It's absolutely amazing. And my first whale, out of print whale was Animal Man. As you know, that one took me months to acquire. Every time I thought I had a copy, something didn't happen. It didn't pan out. Every single time. But I finally acquired it, and then today actually I got another personal whale, none other than Madman Gargantua. So I'm very, very, very excited about that one.
A special one.
Yeah, now I just got to find Atomica, and I don't know how I'm gonna. I know. I swear, Atomica is more rare than Gargantua, and Gargantua is only at a print run at 2,500. So I don't know how I'm gonna find Atomica. I have
You're asking for lightning to strike twice.
Basically, yes.
Maybe.
In the exact same spot. I need that lightning to strike twice. That's exactly it. Yeah. But we'll see. So a lot of the books you have are considered whales nowadays, but they weren't whales when you acquired them. Have you acquired anything that was out of print? Like you acquired it after it going out of print?
Yeah, so I got those 6 oversized Punisher Max hardcovers. I guess they're.
Oh, that's right.
I have the 2 like first printings for Brubaker's Daredevil. I also got Absolute Dark Knight like a few months ago, half a year ago, for cover price at my local comic book shop. That was kind of cool.
I got Absolute Dark Knight on an awesome trade.
The store owner's like, I'm pretty sure this is out of print. He's like, is this cover price? I was like, yeah, there's another, it's not marked up or anything. He's like, all right, fine. I'll trust you on this one. I'm like, dude, this is your shop. You dictate the rules here. I was like, okay, great. I'll buy it.
No, that's epic.
That's a cool book.
So I guess real quick, because I know you need to get to bed soon, and I have some things that I need to handle on the home front. But real
Yeah.
quick, I want to touch base for anybody that's going to be in the Kansas City area,
Oh yeah.
or if you are not in the area but you will be in the area, much like Mike here, he's flying from Toronto on down. And me and Mike are actually going to be at Kansas City Planet Comicon, April 28th through the 30th, at Bartle Hall in Kansas City. Fantastic convention. It's massive. I think last year was about 77,000 people. It was incredible. So much fun. And there are so many legends of the comic industry that are going to be there, as well as people that we admire and respect and have had the opportunity to interview on other avenues, and really excited to get back into that and speak with them again. But so if you're going to be there, come talk to us, find us. You can't miss us. I'll probably be wearing some kind of a Four Guys in a Comic swag or a Bender shirt, because for John DiMaggio. So just look for us. You'll see like 2 6-foot tall guys. One's kind of chubby and one's like real fit. So that's how you're gonna know. You're like, oh, there's the chubby and fit guy. It's like peaches and cream. That's how you're gonna find us. And but no, we want to interview people while we're there for the YouTube channel. We want to have some conversations about people, about what your first whale is, or what your first Omni was, things like that, your first hardcover. So by all means, we're going to be going around trying to interview people. So if you see us and you recognize us, or you see the channel, by all means, please stop by, say hi. We'd love to have people interviewed and whatnot. And then we're also going to try, did you try to do some fun videos, Matt and Mike on the road?
It'll be interesting, especially with that. I don't know what the name's called, but you mentioned that booth that's going to be there, which is basically like trades and hardcovers galore or something.
Yeah, that's what I've been told from other cons. They're from Ohio, I want to say, and they go to a lot of other cons. I think it's like Gem City Books or something like that. And apparently they're really good. They sell a lot of Omnis for good prices.
Yeah, so if you guys are going there, just sort of sniff around for the smell of maple, and I'm sure you'll find us.
All dressed
potato
find me
chips. Anyway. Yeah, all dressed chips and stuff.
You'll also more than likely find us talking to Colin Bunn and Jason Aaron and trying to convince them to come out for beers. Yeah, that is also where you'll find we'll just be slowly stalking them and trying to convince them to come out for beers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love that.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I came all the way from Canada.
Yeah, they have to. They have to feel obliged by that point.
I'll guilt them into it. Damn it.
Yeah. You had to risk.
Sorry, I came all the way
down here to get back home because of the borders control.
Yeah, I promised. They let me through customs because I said I'd bring a picture of you guys having beers with us.
They're like, okay, here you go. You can be welcomed into the U.S.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we're gonna be there here in about 10 days now. Actually, is when it is. So if you're gonna be in the area, by all means, come check it out. There's gonna be a lot of great people too. Kevin Eastman, Ron Perlman, John Maggio. God, who else? I don't know. Tons of people. Matt Kent.
So many people.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be incredible. Phil Hester, Andy Parks, Freddie E. Williams. I'm just trying to.
It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be
Chris Claremont.
Oh yes, Chris Claremont. I'm gonna have him sign my Wolverine hardcover. I'm excited about that one.
Who is it they just announced too? Maybe you mentioned them already.
They recently announced Chris Claremont, and then they announced a couple weeks ago. They also announced Dan Didio. He'll be there.
Right. Yeah, I guess it was him.
Yeah, and I know you're excited to say thank you, sir, for everything you've done with DC Comics.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'll tell him. You know what? The New 52 had its downfalls, but you guys did it with Rebirth. You did it.
Yeah, you guys brought it back.
Just sort of high five and then go our separate ways.
Yeah, that's Dan Didio is. I wonder if he's gonna be signing things. Do you think he's like gonna sign something? He's got to be doing some kind of a signing, right?
Like he wrote like Phantom Stranger in the New 52. He wrote this like Trinity book. It was a weekly title way back when, and then I think he wrote like OMAC or something. I may be
Oh, that
wrong about that
reminds
Omen.
me. Speaking of Trinity and Colin Bunn, just real quick before we jump off here, I just got to say, we kind of had this discussion earlier about how Colin Bunn has probably got to be one of the most freest agents of any
Yeah.
type of comic book writer out there. And this week just blows it away even more. Okay. So not only do you have all of Colin Bunn's creator owned stuff, you know, with Oni Press and Dark Horse, I think he's doing some things as well.
Yeah. Harrow
But
County.
yeah, Harrow County, and there was one other one. I think he might have been doing Conan as well, Conan the Slayer.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. That's right.
But he also did last week dropped X-Men Blue. Okay, so he's doing that for Marvel, X-Men Blue. He also is doing Monsters Unleashed for Marvel. And all of a sudden this week for DC, he's dropping Trinity. And I'm just like, how does Colin Bunn do it? He literally works for every publisher at the same time. How does he do that?
Yeah, I think Aftershock Comics announced a new title for coming out from him.
Yes, they did.
I remember sending you the. He's done a bunch with Oni Press. I wonder if he's done anything with Boom and IDW. He did Revolution. He did Revolution for IDW. My God, he's been at Valiant's the only one he needs to hit up now.
Yeah, the man's a legend. I absolutely love Colin Bunn though, so I am excited to get to talk to him again. I know I met him last year, and then we also got to interview him, and so I'm really looking forward to getting to talk to him once again. And we know for a fact that he also got some custom binds done years ago, so we can ask about his custom binds, so that'll be fun. And and speaking of custom binds, you have some in the works. I have some in the works. So yeah, people stay tuned for that. We're gonna have some really cool overviews as well with all the different custom binds that we're doing. So
exactly, it's very exciting.
Very
for sure we're gonna have. We got some videos coming out the next few days.
Yes,
between
we'll probably I'll potentially have 2 tonight, if not tonight, for sure tomorrow. So within the next 24 hours, I will for sure have 2 more overviews. One of a much older book, but rare, and then one of a book that actually just dropped this week. So
it's exciting stuff.
I'll give you a hint. Buying hardcovers. It rhymes with Hatefall.
Wow, subtle. If you didn't cough, we would have probably said exactly what it was.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah, no, it's a great time to be buying hardcovers, but it's getting close to that the wee haunted hours of the night.
It is.
I don't know what that was. Is that a saying? Wee haunted hours?
If not, it is now. We just made that up. So if not, it is now.
Yeah, this maple chugging Canadian. I don't know. I don't even drink maple. Anyway.
But so anyways, just thank you everyone for checking out our channel and reviewing everything and looking over our silly videos and our hauls and our collections. And like I said, we're gonna do these monthly. They'll probably be longer in the future. We'll try to do them a little bit earlier in the evening as well.
Not in the dead of night.
Yeah, not in the dead of night. But we're also going to have a lot of really cool, like I said, videos upcoming and stuff, and some road trip videos and things like that. So stay tuned. And once again, we appreciate everyone, and thank you for checking out the Hardcover Comic.
Absolutely, thanks, guys. You stay classy.
And the power is yours. All right.